things that we can do to just be happier into the new year. She's working hard out there, too. It is 6:01 right now. If you're getting ready for work, we want to give you the approximate time because every minute counts in the morning. Here's a live look outside at the Jefferson Street Bridge.
That is, no truer words have been spoken, especially in our shift. I mean, my alarm goes off at 2.
Yeah.
I want to be out the door by like, 2:10, 2:15 because I showered the night before, so I just quick brush my teeth, grab lunch to go.
Yeah.
But every minute counts. If I like snooze one little bit, I can't. Yeah.
Because you're going at the last minute because you want to sleep as long as you can. I'm sure you guys feel like that at home,
It's so
too.
weird that midnight is that good feeling, oh, I still have 2 hours to sleep. But most people, they're still awake, maybe winding down for the night.
You guys are getting up early with us, too. And especially, I feel like when you have kids at home, you're trying to get ready for work. Your kids are everywhere. And it's
waffles,
just chaos
hands,
in the morning.
everything.
So every second counts. We promise to always give you the exact time. But good morning to you. I'm Whitney Martin.
And I'm Elliot Grandia. Joey, you're always here on time, though.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, people always scratch their heads when I tell them what time I actually come in. But I know that I'm happy that it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week already. And looking at the forecast for today, it's going to be pretty quiet out there. We have high pressure moving overhead. It's going to make for a sunny start this morning, but it's going to be chilly once you walk out the door. 15 degrees right now in Rockford, 12 up in Janesville, 11 up in Monroe, 14 in Savannah, and 12 out in Freeport. But with those wind chills down into the single digits, definitely feels a lot colder out there this morning. Satellite radar not showing much. You can see a few passing clouds moving through Walworth County, even Boone and McHenry County, but overall pretty quiet. We're mostly clear this morning. And for the kids heading to the bus stop, definitely want to make sure that they sit in the cars to stay warm, or definitely make sure they're dressed warm before heading out. We'll be in the teens this morning. And then as they come home later on today, temperatures in the 20s under partly sunny skies. So here's a look at the daily planner. Much colder than yesterday, 26 for a high, clouds and sun. We'll see some sunshine today, but definitely need to make sure to dress warm. Let's take a look at our First Warn Interactive Radar, sponsored by Paper Recovery Service. Pretty quiet out there. Anybody going out for the commutes? It's going to be a pretty quiet day overall.
Yeah. And can we put a PSA out too right now to say, listen to our meteorologists about the forecast. There's so much on social media going around about these high totals. We don't know yet.
A lot of people that see like high snowfall totals, they just want to put it on the internet and get some likes and clicks.
And it's hard. You need a couple days ahead and to really know
a couple days
idea.
to know.
Definitely. Sounds good.
Thanks so much. It is 6:03 right now. New this morning, happening overnight. Want to get you up to speed with this. A Boeing 737 crashes near an Iran airport, killing everyone on board. The Ukrainian airliner carrying 167 passengers, 9 crew members when it went down. This was just minutes after takeoff in Iran's capital in Tehran. According to the Iranian news outlet there, the crash was due to some technical difficulties, but that is yet to be confirmed. There's a wide speculation right now that that crash is linked to the missile launch from Iran because the crash happened there. Iran now will lead that investigation. The plane involved is a 737, but want to be clear that is not the 737 MAX involved in the 2 crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia because of system failures. Well, this crash happened, as we said, just hours after 2 U.S. military facilities in Iraq were attacked by more than a dozen ballistic missiles. Iranian TV calling the strikes a revenge operation for the death of the country's top general. The attacks target the roughly 1,500 forces stationed about 100 miles west of Baghdad. Now, this is just as more American troops have landed in the region. We know more are on standby right now. No deaths have been reported, but officials saying there was enough of an alert that troops were inside those bunkers. President Trump taking right to Twitter, reporting, quote, "All is well. And so far, so good." He says he's going to address the nation this morning. When that happens, we'll bring that to you.
Oil prices rose sharply on news of the bombing attack. Prices of U.S. crude jumped more than 4% to over $65 a barrel. Financial markets have been on edge about possible U.S.-Iran conflict and disruption of oil supplies ever since last week's killing of Iran's general. Well, Facebook announcing a ban of certain types of videos. The company says it'll remove videos that have been manipulated by artificial intelligence. Now, these clips can make it appear like someone is saying something they're never actually said. Critics worry this technique could be used to try and influence the presidential election.
A large study, a new one, on women's use of baby powder finds no link between the powder and cancer. We've heard a lot about this, but the research involved about 250,000 women. The study's author claims the findings are not definitive, saying that the amount is small but not statistically significant risk. Researchers say proving that the powder causes cancer is difficult. Baby powder has been reported linked to ovarian and some other types of cancer, but there have been thousands of related lawsuits. The study's findings appeared in the Journal of the American Medical Association.
Well, in some more consumer news, U.S. News and World Report releases its list of the best jobs for 2020. Software developer takes top honors for the third year in a row. Healthcare jobs fill out the rest of the top 5. Those, of course, include dentist, physician assistant, orthodontist, and nurse practitioner. The best paying job, anesthesiologist. That's followed by surgeons.
Well, we now know the name of the woman killed in a crash Monday morning in Rockford. We brought that to you live. 54-year-old Lisa Rue from Chesney Park is that victim. The coroner is waiting on test results to figure out that official cause of death, but that is a scene from that crash on Landstrom Road. This is near Forest Hills Country Club. Police say Rue was headed west. She swerved, lost control, and hit a tree. Why she swerved, that's what they want to get answered right now. We're told she died at the hospital. No other vehicles were involved.
Well, an hour or so of your time this week could not only save lives, but also honor people who swear to protect their communities. It's this week's Behind the Badge. Thursday is National Blue Blood Appreciation Day. As part of that event, the Rock River Valley Blood Center is hosting a blood drive. This is the first year for this celebration. The idea is to support people in need of blood and also show support for law enforcement.
Well, donating blood is really safe. It's simple. It saves lives. It's about 5 minutes with the needle that everybody is so worried about. It's very simple. It's a pinch in your arm, and you're saving up to 3 people's lives.
There are several locations across the state line to donate. For more information, of course, you can find this story on our website, mystateline.com.
It is 6:07 right now. Michelle is ready for us. We're taking on the Happiness Challenge. It's a resolution for a lot of us. We want to be more happy going into 2020, but the things we can do, she's working on it right now.
And Joey has a look at our forecast. Hey, Joey.
How you doing, Elliot and Whitney? We're looking at another chance for some snow going into the weekend, and I'll have more on that coming up in the first Warn Weather Forecast.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Whitney Martin, Elliot Grandia, and meteorologist Joey Marino. Now, your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Joey Marino.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. If you haven't made it out the door just yet, it's definitely a much colder start to the day. We had a cold front pass through during the evening yesterday, and that ushered in some really cold air, and you'll definitely feel the difference once you take that first step out the door. So here's a look at temperatures. We've dropped down into the teens so far this morning. 15 degrees right now in Rockford, Janesville, 12 degrees, 16 out in DeKalb, 12 also in Freeport, and 10 out in Galena. But we've had this breeze out of the northwest since that cold front has passed through, and it's been a little bit breezy overnight last night, around 10 to 15 mile per hour winds right now as you make your way out the door. But that breeze, it's what's continuing to filter in that cold air, and it's also why our wind chills are down near the 0 degree mark. Feels like 3 right now in Rockford, -2 up in Janesville, 1 in Freeport, and -5 out in Galena. So if you have to be out this morning, just make sure to dress warm, layer up before you head out the door. Right now on satellite radar, you can see just a few passing clouds, but overall mostly clear skies. Now, we're breezy this morning because of 2 systems. We have a high pressure off towards the southeast, and also this high pressure that's now making its way into the upper Midwest. We're a little bit breezy this morning because these 2 systems are a little bit close to one another, but they're also the reason why we're off to a dry start this morning. So let's take a look at FUTURECAST. Both high pressure systems are going to continue to filter in that dry air, and that's just going to make for some sunshine to start, and then we'll see a little bit of cloud cover move in by the afternoon. Overall, partly cloudy today, a little bit cooler than yesterday with highs in the upper 20s, so definitely want to make sure to bundle up if you have to be out later on as well. So taking a look at the rest of the night tonight, we are going to see increasing clouds, still mostly cloudy skies by tomorrow morning ahead of our next system, and that's going to bring in a warm front that's not only going to warm us up for tomorrow, but also bring a good amount of moisture. And that moisture is going to lead to a few sporadic showers throughout the day that do continue into tomorrow night. You can see here most of the heavier precipitation staying off towards the south, but we are going to continue those chances for scattered showers into Friday. Now, everyone has questions about the system that's going to be bringing impacts this weekend. I think it's a little bit too soon to say what accumulations we're going to be expecting heading into the weekend, but we know that there is going to be some impacts with snow and ice for Friday night and Saturday morning. In fact, the system that we're talking about is not even near the lower 48 yet. Right now, the low pressure is centered right off the coast of Alaska, and as this draws closer towards the region heading into tomorrow, that's when we'll have a definitive answer, a much more clearer forecast for you on what we're going to be expecting heading into the weekend. But overall, this is the area that we're looking at for the most impacts as this system tracks to the south and southeast. You can see winter weather likely. That means that we'll see some ice going into Friday night, and then everything changes over to snow by Saturday. But we are going to see impacts the next couple of days from this system. It's going to be a little bit windy tomorrow. We're going to have gusty winds out of the south. That means that it's going to be a little bit shaky for those who are traveling from west to east and also east to west. Now, as we go into Friday, the threat switches to more of an ice threat. As the temperatures do continue to drop into the 30s, we'll see light rain switching over to a wintry mix. Then Saturday is the day that we do have a chance for accumulating snowfall. We are going to see snow chances on the backside of this system as this low pressure system tracks off towards the northeast. So today's forecast, 26 degrees, sunshine to start, and then we'll see a little bit more cloud cover as we go into the evening, but it's going to be a little bit breezy throughout the day. 22 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy. We're going to have a warm front that passes through, and that's going to help us warm up into the 40s by tomorrow. 46 degrees for Thursday. Then you do see we do have a chance for some light rain and a wintry mix on Friday, switching over to snow on Saturday, but Saturday's the day that we do have a chance for accumulating snowfall here in the state line, staying into the 30s for the weekend and even into the 30s for next week. Whitney?
All righty, guys. Pizza. We're talking pizza. It's a staple in most college students' diets, mine as well. And a college in Florida is bringing it to students with the press of a button. It's a vending machine dubbed the Pizza ATM. Dreams do come true, guys. It's on one campus, residence halls. The pizza base is pre-cooked, then toppings are just added, then it's boxed up, placed in a refrigerator compartment. Once a customer buys a pizza, it's moved to an oven, ready in just minutes. Revolutionary. Well, this is something that's going to make you smile. One of China's coldest cities is letting some of its feathery friends run wild. Look at these penguins. They're live at the Harbin Polarland Aquarium. I know. The staff decided to let them outside during the city's. We've been talking about this. There is an international ice and snow festival there. At 20-degree weather, it's just perfect temps for those penguins to have lots of fun. And today, as Elvis Presley would have been turned 85, and a driver in Michigan is celebrating by dressing like the king as he transports passengers. Look at him. Not only is he a professional chauffeur driver, but he's also a professional Elvis impersonator. He looks pretty good. He says he might even serenade his passengers.
Well, you can probably hear us over here. We're like cutting.
It's like, what are you guys busy away?
This is the 52-week happiness challenge. This is our second challenge of the day, but you're going to be doing this for the entire year.
Yeah, every Wednesday we are going to be happy.
Hey, that's great. Happy hump day.
Yeah, right? Earlier this morning we kicked off the 52-week happiness challenge with thank you notes. So if you didn't get a chance to write a thank you note, put it on your list of to-dos today. And this is the second idea, and that is creating a vision board. So thank you notes will literally take you 5 minutes. This might take you more, but are you already having fun?
Okay,
Yeah, you are busy.
I know I was like sitting here like Indian style, sitting up on this, but my first grade teacher, sorry, Miss CCO, and I'm horrible at cutting.
But it looks good.
But it's his family.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so that's kind of the idea. This is actually an awesome board that I found here. And you just take things that you either want to achieve this year or you want to do. It's not supposed to be like too daunting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did look for J-Lo pictures for you guys, but I didn't find any.
They're very serious about
But I did find, you know, like some pizza. So if you want to have more pizza in 2020, you put it on your board. This is one of my nephews. His
Michelle
name is
wants to
Madden.
date Leonardo.
Yeah, well,
Who is this?
that's Brad Pitt.
Brad
Or no, that's Leo. This is Brad. They're both here.
Yeah.
Those are on her board.
They can be here. Actually, I have this here for the M&M.
Oh, okay.
Just like flip it around.
But what else? This is my nephew Madden, who I like spending time with,
Yeah.
but B just has like. But this picture is one of my favorites because he just looks so happy.
He's so
Right.
cute.
And this is all about being happy.
Yeah, if the challenge is to be happy, like I want to be as happy as Madden every
so
single
cute.
day in 2020.
So the point is, so you want to have this somewhere in your house, right? That you're going
Yeah.
to see this a lot.
Or
and
work.
It's or at work, and you have everything on here that's going to. I guess why the visual? Why
Yeah, like a little bit inspiring, a little bit just to literally make you happy when you look at it. And these are,
You know what I
iPod
like
stickers.
about this? This isn't on your phone. This isn't on
Yeah.
your computer. This is just taking away and just crafting and having fun and finding things that inspire you. I
And
think
I know
that's cool.
you can have a party to do this. We're seeing Kylie Lewis. I know sometimes she will host events where
Yeah.
she does just specifically vision boards. We'll have to let you know when one of those are coming up, but you can do this from home. Oh,
She's busy cutting out the
Eyes on
Reese's
the
peanut
prize,
butter.
yeah.
You're doing a better job. I'm kind of just pinning, but that's the cool thing too. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can change it
They didn't let
if
me
you're
have scissors, so that's why I'm not cutting anything.
a couple more weeks there.
Yeah, we're going to do this every Wednesday right here on Eyewitness News. We're going to have 2 challenges for you every single week. So make sure you let us know on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter if
Sure.
you're participating and how you're doing.
We want to
Post
see
your
'em.
pictures. We want to see those vision boards too. Well, JetBlue taking more steps to go green. Their announcement, a first for real.